What do you do in the evening when you don't know what to do? Read a book, play a game, every night is just the same. What do you say if I tell you how to keep from feeling blue? My advice is good to take and it's easier to do. When you're all alone, any old night, and you're feeling out of tune, pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Underneath the bright, silvery light, you'll be feeling better soon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Look, look, look at the stars above. Look, look, look at those sweeties love. Oh boy, give me a night in June. I mean it, all you got to do any old night when you're feeling out of tune. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. When you make a date any old night, gonna meet your sweetie soon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Underneath the bright, silvery light, that's the only place to spoon. Pick up your hat, close up your flat, and get out and get under the moon. Walk, walk, kiss and then walk again, talk, talk, kiss and then talk again, oh joy, sweethearts are all in tune. I mean it, when it's raining out, stay in a room, but on a lovely night in June, here's what to do, sweetie, and you just get out and get under the moon. If you're with a girl and she is cold, says she doesn't want her spoon, don't you feel blue? Here's what you do, just get out and get under the moon. If you feel a kiss and she gets sore, she'll forget it mighty soon. Don't stop to fret, she'll learn to pet when you get her under the moon. Indoors, there's not a thing to do. In-laws walk in and out on you. Oh boy, sister and brother too. I've tried it, just take my advice. If she is nice, nice as any night in June, just take her hand, she'll understand, and get out and get under the moon.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going hot. How's everybody doing this evening? As always, going hot. As always, thank goodness, James is clickety clacking on the other side of the world.
Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday, right? It's Wednesday. Yeah,
it is Wednesday.
We're doing it once a week now, and it's I don't know what day is what.
And it's still Wednesday. Hey, Felicia. Hey, Vic. What's up?
Good evening.
Tonight is the whatever show because we've really got no new information for you. So it'll be just a bunch of question and answers and chitty chat. And
I think next week will be a big week though, because we should have pretty much everything done by next week. So
yeah, next week will be quite informative.
And I'm really out of sorts. Like I was telling Mike, I broke my molar and I've kind of been out of it for 2 days. So I'm still in a cloud, like a haziness. Freaking dentist, man.
Haziness.
We need more dentist haunted houses because that would scare the shit out of me.
Hey, I see. Well, I'm sure some of them they try their best with it. With, you know.
Hey, I see. Hey, Berlina. How are you?
Hey, Berlina. What's up, Merlina?
So it'll be definitely a more laid back show. Not a lot of information. So if that's what you're here for, come back next week.
Or just stick around.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, just hang around. It'll be random nonsense.
Stick around for the lack of information we have.
You never know. An idea pops up. I mean, that's kind of how this all started months ago anyway. So you never know what show's going to have the next big idea.
I've got one in my head. I'd love to blurt it out. I didn't even tell you, but I think we should totally do it in like the next year. I really think that we need to. I think we need to be the group that starts a very specific Halloween cryptocurrency.
Oh yeah. Well, we did talk about that. We talked about it once.
We have. I think we need to. To revisit it and do it. So you heard it here first, folks. If somebody starts a Halloween cryptocurrency before us, we stated it first. It wouldn't be that hard, actually, especially between the two of us.
Well, I'd really like to push more of the technology, like the technology side of stuff too. See, I can't even talk right now.
Well,
like my thoughts are there, but they're not connecting to my mouth.
They're going from your brain to the ether.
Yeah.
Vic says fake money.
It's all fake money, man. You put the value on anything.
Yeah, the dollar bill in your pocket is fake. It has no worth. But no, it would be beyond that. It would be like really the utility version of it. That's a little bit down the road, but it is something I've been mulling around. I've been really diving deep into cryptocurrency, and I really think that the haunted attraction, home haunt Halloween needs one. And with James' coding ability, which you don't really need a whole lot of coding, you need some, and then my big mouth, I think we can make it happen.
Yeah, once I start getting more into the Unreal Engine 5, I've got quite a few plans for that too. That will be rolling out. It'll be Haunters Anonymous stuff, but nevertheless. I always want this show to be like moving forward with technology and innovation. I mean, it started as, just our normal let's talk about stuff, and you can get that kind of stuff everywhere, other than our glowing personalities and random bits of information. I'm all about
occasional swearing.
Occasional. I'm all about moving things into places where they just really haven't been.
Yeah, it's about the innovation and coming up with ideas that aren't being done. Hey, Keith, what's up, buddy?
What's up, Keith?
But the first big hurdle is getting our goals to you about to all of y'all with the information on the convention and the association.
Yeah, those are definitely like the forefront things, but we always have to have plans in the background.
Thinking ahead. Hydraulics. Just sorting out MHC stuff. Yep.
Well, hydraulics really isn't really in our wheelhouse as much. I mean, Mike probably knows a bit of mechanical stuff. I know some. But I'm more on pushing technology to places it isn't currently being utilized. It's really the same thing that Mike is. I mean, I know a lot of the newer people don't know the Second Life, house that we have and everything, but We definitely, I want to bring that back simply just for the entertainment that it brought on the stream because it was always hilarious.
Yes, and I want to investigate how many more places that people have done like virtual haunted attractions and in the in world, and the metaverse is going to actually become big again. Second Life was really the first and foremost, and I think it has a big chance of bringing itself back, especially now that Philip Rosedale is back, who was basically the creator. Um, he's back just because he doesn't want to see Mark Zuckerberg. He doesn't want to see Mark Zuckerberg try to take it over. But so yeah, we definitely need to get back into the whole Second Life thing.
Yeah, I'm really interested in seeing how many more places I've been banned from
Yeah,
just because of my name
I,
on there.
I haven't been in World in ages. I probably should like think about going in there tonight. Nope, got too much to do tonight. Just thought about that. Keith hates his backup camera. Super random.
Why?
The more you know. Yeah, there you go. Why do you hate your backup camera, Keith?
Let's get some details on this since there's nothing else currently to talk about. I know
Are you trying to
everybody's
drive?
doing MHC prep work, so
And when is MHC again?
at some point
June?
in
May?
the next month or so, yeah.
I got 2 more days of banishment. Oh,
Oh, you still banned?
Facebook. Oh God, Facebook. It's obnoxious and foggy half the time.
Take the lens out, clean it.
Spit on it.
Yes. You know, sorry, I'm just in amazement at how I'm currently sitting in my chair. I could never have done this like 10 months ago. And I'm like, hey, man, this is a cool way to sit in this chair.
June 11th and 12th. I thought it was June. Okay. So we all have some time, which is good.
It is funny that, like, don't come to our show expecting to get, like, information on dates and such for random haunt conventions because we pay zero attention to most of them.
Well, I used to. I still do, but I can't. MHC is just.
Yeah.
He says,
Plus,
no way,
you
I
know,
hate it. Why would I?
We always have people that know this information that's in the chat anyway, so it's kind of like you guys take a lot of that load off for us.
It's a mysterious way of getting y'all to engage with us, asking you questions.
Mysterious.
I can do it. Wait, I can do it this way. Hold on.
You're gonna break something. You broke something. No, it did nothing.
Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. I'm turning the wrong one. Okay, hold on. Am I back normal?
Yeah.
Okay, I was turning the wrong knob. It was this one. Mysterious.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. That's good stuff,
Shit,
man.
I was cranking the damn volume button on the damn thing.
You just boosted you just boosted the content of this show by like 5 levels.
Here we go. We could just keep doing it this way. Whoa.
Oh.
Nope.
I'm gonna save that sound clip.
We'd lose some points.
I'm gonna use that for the sound clip anytime somebody plays a stream loop card. I need to get on some stream loop cards for the Home Hunter convention because I want to do a live stream from there because I mean my laptop will run the show with no issue. So
very true. One night I need to go down to the center on Wednesday night and do my part of the live show down there. Vic says apparently you can't call someone Hitler on Facebook.
Yeah, they don't like that at all. Don't bring up any type of history either, because like, I mean, I got pegged for literally telling somebody to kill someone in a game. Like they were playing a game where you were like trying to kill other people. It was like a quest and conquering game. And I'm like, kill that guy, and I got a mark on my Facebook because I told him literally to do something in the game that he was streaming on Facebook.
Yeah, anybody that's on my personal Facebook realizes I don't post very much.
You can't anymore.
Let's see.
You get banned nonstop.
Yeah, I if I could get out of Facebook, I would. Hey, Sean, what's up? He says it's
Hey,
like a
Sean.
Vincent Price laugh track.
It was pretty close. You're never late to this show, man. You should know that by now.
Nope,
Never
you come in
late
at-
to this show.
Come in at your leisure.
So what else is going on with you people? Anything fun and interesting?
Yeah, what's going on?
Hey, Kat.
Who's got some information for us? Hey, Kat, what's up? Any information? Hearing any? Hey, Dead End, what's up? Punching holes in clowns, as it should be. See.
You see Berlina's comment?
Yes, I've made a really large cauldron, kind of like what you did. Question. With using the fog machine, putting the hose on it. God, I read that so terribly because my eyes literally became completely unfocused trying to. And I think some of the sentence was a little on the wrong side.
Also, I think if you're doing a cauldron, Berlina, my advice on that, and this is actually one thing that I can attest to, is since you're doing a cauldron, you kind of want like the lower settling fog, and one of the easier ways to do that is just run it through a chiller, which you can make super easy. It'll help your fog from just like, blowing out of the cauldron. It'll settle a little lower into the cauldron.
That's a fantastic idea, but you could also buy like a $15 mister on like Amazon or eBay.
Which I did I did that 2 years ago when I made that little cauldron. Yeah, it's a vaporizer.
Vaporizer, yeah. Mr. Vaporizer. Those are pretty cool. Some of them have the lights in them, which is also cool.
Yeah, mine had the lights, and I think it was only like $12 or something. And I got a 2-pack of them. It works super well. You just have to have it has to be a deeper cauldron than what I use, because when I made mine, I put the vaporizer in a Tupperware container, and it was splashing water everywhere. It was kind of annoying, but it looked cool. It worked really well.
Oh, wow. Cat says real life drama and deadlines have overtaken the fun part of my life or over time. Oh no.
No, it sucks.
Vic says, or just get a vaping clown and have him blow the cauldron. I mean, blow in the cauldron.
Blow the cauldron, yeah. What's that guy's name? Is it Cauldron?
Oh, God.
Yeah, but then you have to deal with a vaping clown, and no one wants to do that. Just go with the vaporizer.
If I could charge tickets for people to watch a clown blow a cauldron, then don't think I won't do it. Don't think I won't do it.
This is why all the vaping clowns hate us. We should make a list. Like, any one of us has that kind of time, Reasons why no one likes us.
Oh, we could put it on the website on its own special segment.
I don't think our website has the bandwidth to handle such a list.
That's probably true. It's so true, it's scurry. He says, Mike, can you make those Jacob ladders like mini spotlights make? Well, anybody can make a Jacob's ladder.
Yeah, that's really easy, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Berlina said, I did it with the fog machine running under the coal into the cauldron with fog coming out, making the coal look like it's smoking, and some coming out of the cauldron too. That's cool. But yeah, if you already have that stuff, then I mean, just run your hose through a box with some dry ice, or just ice even. It'll keep your smoke from dissipating as quickly.
Keith, are you Oh, wait a minute.
digital one with it. Oh, I know what he's talking about. It's not a real Jacob's ladder. It's the lightning things that they do with the LED lights, where it's essentially just it's sending the light beam through, you know, a particular path, so it looks like it's free formed, I guess.
Is it supposed to look like a Jacob's ladder though?
Yeah, essentially, it's. Sorry, I'm trying to put my words into coherent sentences at the moment, but
Oh, Keith. Yeah, so the LEDs are in the tubes. Oh shit, that would be easier than making a real Jacob's ladder. I'd have to look at a video of how they do it, but I'm almost willing to bet you it's pixel LEDs or programmable LEDs with a voltage track playing. Yeah,
that would be really easy.
yeah, that's easier than I'm making a real Jacob's ladder is easy. It's dangerous, but
that's half the
you know,
fun of a Jacob's ladder, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd be willing to bet you. I would look them up right now, but as James can attest, I'm doing something different tonight. And if I touch my computer, it'll be one of the old style when I would just fade out into oblivion for 10 minutes and I'd come back swearing at my computer and you're like, where'd Mike go?
I just sit here quietly. I'm like, oh shit, there's nothing. I don't have anything to say.
It's like when nobody told us that, you know, we were muted for 20 minutes and then nobody told us that James was muted for 20 minutes. It's like, yeah, Keith, yeah, a fake Jacob's ladder with LEDs, would oddly be fairly easy, even with a soundtrack. But the company is called Mini Spotlights. Is that the deal? Because I'll look them up. I'll look them up later. They're either using pixel LEDs or programmable LEDs, or they've made a circuit to just take a string of LEDs and you know, do it. I'll have to look it up.
Kat said, at this point, I think I would sell one of my kids to pay to have someone finish this new website. What are you working on?
And while Kat answers that, Keith, if you think about it, if you can send me the link to this company or a video or the product, just message me on Facebook or something, and I'll take a look at it. Vic says the struggle is real. Vic, speaking of, I have been working in the background on your site, so I haven't forgot about you, buddy. It's just slow going, but we'll get you. You'll be up and running way here. Let me do it this way. Way before MHC. Ooh. I've got a gazillion coals in the fire right now. I've got to get them all done, or I'm going to lose my shit.
Yeah, Keith will be fairly See, I cannot talk, man. I feel like I need to just mute myself and sit back and laugh. But yeah, Keith will be, you know, pretty much up and running tomorrow for sure. We've gone ahead and got all the stuff that he needed. So he's soon to make an impression on the internets, putting it out there on the line.
Berlina asks, has anyone made a spaceship or aliens nothing too complicated? I'm sure they have.
Josh.
And Zach, it's good to see you. Yep,
Josh has done several aliens.
Kat says expanding her sales. Zach, buddy, how are you doing?
What's up, Zach?
You getting any vaping clowns bullying you lately that we need to go take care of? Kick some ass?
It's been pretty quiet over there, I think.
Yeah, we were just talking about some damn vaping clowns. We're all about beating the hell out of somebody. Not really.
Verbally.
Super.
Mentally.
super thanks for asking. Yeah, mentally, which is not hard to mentally beat a vaping clown. Fix this. If I can't sell Halloween stuff, I'll resort to selling crack. Well,
You gotta have goals, I guess.
it works for the vaping clowns. Cat says,
Listen,
my
if you
son-in-law
can't
is-
act, you just vape and turn into a clown.
Yep, just vape meth like the clowns do. Cat says, my son-in-law is a super techie, but I am stubborn. I will win this fight. There you go.
Yeah.
Keep at it.
Keep shrugging. Shrugging? New word. Why not?
Jesus, maybe you should just mute your mic.
I'm telling you, man, my head is still just, I'm in such a haze.
That sucks. Sucks. Yep.
Hey,
Zach says,
Tiffany in the
vaping clown,
background.
I roll.
Close the door.
I wish there was a way to make the text bigger. I think there is. I'm going to push a button, everybody, so hold on.
And that's the
Oh,
show
that-
for tonight.
Mike clicked one thing, and that did make the text bigger. Well, good for me.
You figured it out.
Yay! And I didn't break the stream. Yay!
It's funny because you literally have zero control over how the stream operates. So
Yeah,
you
that's-
hitting something and everything just shutting down would be super amazing.
Well, knowing me. Oh, somebody just messaged me. Whoever just messaged me, if it's in this group, I cannot check it right now because me touching a button will break something on my end. So.
That was Keith. He said he sent it to your messenger.
Okay, thanks, Keith. I will look at it after the show, and I'll let you know. Okay.
You
Yes,
guys want to see my new character? Show's vaping clown costume. Oh wow, how original. Oh man. Well, there's a market for it. The meat market, but still.
Oh, what do you mean, a meth addict vaping clown?
Yeah. No, you just got to get one with striped clothing and a bad attitude. That's the new original form, I think.
I don't know who it was, so I can't even tell you who it was, but there was somebody. It was in latex. I think it was in the latex mask central group. Somebody was selling 4 vaping clown masks for I don't even know how much it was, and they showed all 4 of them. I'm like, literally, are you serious?
Yeah, you remember when we got called out for being original by calling our show After Dark by somebody that literally made their show 4 years after we started the After Dark group?
Oh my gosh, I do remember that. That was so long ago. We do have to have some After Dark shows. But, the cool lab shit, I would like to start doing that. I would like, it's like James said, the electronics part, the tech part, I would like to start doing stuff like that. Because I think, especially once I get my frickin' shed done. Frickin' shed.
It's really been
It's,
sitting in front of us the whole time. We haven't been utilizing it to our full capabilities,
What is that?
Just pushing out more technologically advanced stuff,
Oh, I agree.
I don't know why we always just wait until something happens and we're like, oh yeah, that would have been so easy to do. Why the didn't we do it?
Oh, speaking of all that, hell, I meant to send you a picture a couple days ago. My 500 pack of LEDs finally came from AliExpress. It was about a month and a half. I'm very excited because
That's fantastic.
I got them for 34 cents because I had a coupon. Shipping it out.
500 LEDs for 34 cents. There's literally no way to get a better price on them.
Nope, I did not mind waiting the time. They're they're all frosted LEDs because don't have a lot of frosted LEDs, so 5 different colors. Just thought I'd let you know. Vic says, anyone want to up their game within a year or two? I want to make bigger and better stuff. If so, where will you start, and what will you be making as in like animated props and whatnot? I even increased the font size by 150%, and I still can't read it. That's great. Um, Hold on, we'll answer that in a second. But Cobweb says original clown should do magic tricks. Yes, and not not sit
The
there and
coolest
fluff
magic trick
themselves
they
or
could do would be disappear.
disappear. They're always sold out. It's a great market to steal. Probably so. Then Vic says, I got 3 pin lights from Ned's LEDs for free. I have like 500 a box somewhere, 3 cents a piece to make. Okay, now what? You're gonna make your own pin lights, Vic? Is that what you're saying?
So you could read it. Now it's just understanding what the hell he's saying.
Well, I don't. Yeah. Let's go with Vic's first thing. Vic, I think you are absolutely in a position to make some cool ass animated full scale large props.
That's
Even
something
if they're
you and Keith should be in on together. He's
Yeah,
got all
I mean-
kinds of knowledge on mechanical stuff. I know he does. He works on he does car restoration.
Right, and apparently Dave is waiting for Prince Charming to kiss him and wake him up from his slumber of many months.
Yeah, Dave is just in a permanent sleep.
He's in a resting cycle. But yeah, I mean, but really, Vic, between you and Keith, with Keith is getting phenomenal with the molding. And Vic, you do some amazingly awesome full scale props. The hydraulics and all that shit are nothing. I mean, it really isn't.
It's all simple mechanic stuff,
Yeah, and right now you could pick up some peekaboos. I mean, James and I should get into all that shit too, but you can pick up some peekaboo controllers and you'd be set. I mean, like literally between, like James said, between Keith building cars and welding and all that shit, and then the welding and shit you do, Vic, y'all could start. I mean, separate, but also you could do your own companies, and then you could come together for a big ass prop company. I think it would go over very well. Dave sleeps through hurricanes. That makes one of us.
I'd like to start doing more like instructional stuff on Arduinos and Raspberry Pis and stuff, just to help people get more comfortable with it too,
Well, yeah, that's true. Hell, I'd have to take that course.
Because it's all simple shit that like they're selling out there for like $200 or something. If you took the time to learn the basics of it, you could do anything that those controllers do for like a tenth of the price.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I agree. And there's some home haunters, some regular haunters. They know how to do that stuff, but a majority of them don't, and that's why they go with the prepackaged. And I'm not knocking the peekaboos or anything because they're phenomenal, but they really are simple control units that anybody could make. They really kind of are. You know what I mean?
It comes down to you wanting to. It's your time over your money, I guess. If you want to sit down and take the time to learn the basics of them, you could save yourself so much money in the long run.
And not just that, you then can get into the really customization of your own electronics. Like maybe this off the shelf or this thing that a company makes does some of the stuff you want, but maybe you have to buy something else to do this and da 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 da. Or maybe you have to compromise and it doesn't do everything. If you got into the building of it yourself, you can make it do 110% what you want it to do.
Yeah, I think having something like almost an like an open software that you could package with them that lays out all the basic functionality of it, and then just including like templates and stuff. So like if you want to connect it with the 13-foot tall skeleton and their simplistic eyes,
Right.
you could have, instead of the eyes just randomly blinking, you could have it literally track people as they walk through.
Also true. I'm gonna go real quick up there. Well, Vic says you can make your own pin lights for like 3 cents each. Totally not knocking the people that make them and sell them, but Vic is true. Vic is right. I mean, really, the components, you can get huge bags of pre-wired and pre-resisted LEDs of any sort on eBay or even Amazon at this point, or AliExpress if you can wait, for nothing, for nothing. Shove it in a small PVC tube and put a bracket on it, and you're good to go. Get yourself a power supply. Um, uh, and people have been making them themselves for quite a while. I only know now of 2 companies that are doing those types still. One of them is Ned's LEDs, and then Haunt LEDs. And the idea is not new. Matter of fact, Gantom, also back in the day known as Darklight, they started making a professional version of it that they were having manufactured in China. And of course, they took off, and their stuff is in amusement parks all over the damn world. But they're expensive as bejesus. And I can go on AliExpress right now and pretty much order the same exact thing, almost looks the same because it's from China, for 1/30th of the price. So, how much are Arduinos?
Well, if you're
Depends
going
on
like something like Migo, they're the ones that really push like the Arduino boards themselves. You can go from a simple small board for like, $10 up to larger ones. And just they're super cheap, and it's once you have them, it's all just the programming.
They're way cheap, Keith. Like James just said, they're so freaking. And then you can buy enclosures for them for a few dollars more, make your own, do whatever.
Here's an example of this, right? There's a kid, he's 12 or 13. He was a part of our group for a while. He followed the shows for a while. He took a few Arduinos and ran them through old scooters. He used the scooter motors. He actually made his own haunted ride through, like attraction at his house. All he did was he laid out PVC pipes with dark ride. He laid out the track on plywood, laid the PVCs for the rail that the motors obviously would ride on, and then he just programmed the Arduinos to control the motors off of sensors as they would pass by. And I mean, this kid was, he was super it was amazing what he was doing. And it was all very simple stuff. So, I mean, even if you wanted to put in, a dark ride at your house, you could do that for a couple $100. Yeah. It just takes some time and, learning the technology.
And literally, if you've got the time to wait, the stuff you can get on AliExpress, you can get anything on AliExpress. It takes a few months to get it, but you cannot beat the price. So.
And Berlina, if you're just learning it now and you get stuck on something, feel free to reach out.
Yep.
I'm, programming and coding is kind of what I do. So if it's something where you're just kind of stuck on, I can teach you very simple tasks really quick, like in a matter of moments. It all looks very complicated, but once you learn the syntax of whatever language you're using, it's all the same. Yeah, Keith, we'll hold your hand a little longer. We know. We got you.
You're good. Vic says he wants to get into the peekaboos and everything else. Well, and Vic, you will. That's the thing, is you will, because when you get into, the more complex moving full size props, you'll need to get into it. Like James just said, instead of once again, not knocking peekaboos, they are very cool and they're very user friendly for somebody that does not want to get into it. But if you want to save yourself a bunch of money and have something that's even more versatile, then you build your own electronics. Zach says, I recommend also making things move via levers and ropes, which, yes, that is very true. But as the world is getting lazier and it's harder to find people to do that stuff, sometimes you just have to go to good old fashioned electrically controlled stuff.
And I'm more of a fan of electric motors. I know everybody likes, you can do more extreme movements and you get more of a shock value out of something that's hydraulically driven. But the sounds don't add anything for me. It's more aggravation than it's worth. But then you're talking hydraulics. You're in a whole different park than I like to rock. So,
well, and then of course there is a fairly decent difference between hydraulics and pneumatics.
Also, not a big fan of pneumatic either.
Yeah,
I think if I was to go with something, I would go hydraulic over pneumatic, but pneumatic is just jerky to me, There's more of a jerky quality, but you do get the hissing sounds, so it's all what you and Keith, you don't actually speak Arduino. It depends on the language you're using in your code.
I really want to get into Raspberry Pis this year. That's my thing this year. Just for
once you get into Raspberry Pis, you can do even more really than an Arduino. But Raspberry Pi, you're essentially loading a small computer onto something.
Yeah, pretty much. Which that's a bit more my speed. Zach says our hydraulic stuff is always breaking. That's the other thing too, is hydraulics and pneumatics. They will wear out. Everything wears out, but pneumatics are just too loud. Which is true, Keith. And the bleeding off sound, very true. Of course, if we all had money like Disney or Universal does, then you would have stuff that much quieter. That's one thing about going through, large haunted attractions and everything else is, I unless they have sounds that will drown out the noises of the mechanics, my brain just hones in on the mechanics.
Yeah.
It doesn't ruin it for me, but you already know. Well, okay, well, I can hear something getting ready to hydraulic its ass out at me.
Unless you're talking about one of those 25-foot tall beasts that they like the pumpkin lord beast, whatever the hell that thing is. That's just massive and is kind of terrifying when it's not moving. I'll find a video of one of them. They have them in a few bigger haunts. They're like the outdoor ones. They're just massive.
He says you got to weld the hell out of them and use good Heim joints.
Yeah, sure. That's a realm that I'm not comfortable going into.
Now, let's see if that's a real word or if Keith corrects it now that I pronounced it the wrong way.
Well, see, there's your problem. You just don't have a good Heim joint.
Your Heim joint is beklempt.
Beklempt.
Beklempt. But see, that right there, that's why Keith and Vic getting together and doing, larger props or more complex props, or props with a lot more complex movement, I could totally see it.
Yeah, we'll just send you the controller to operate it. You make it cool and safe, and we'll make it do things.
We'll make it move and break its Heim joint.
Yeah, we'll definitely break its Heim joint. I don't care how good of a Heim joint he does. We're breaking it.
James will program something that, at the end of the night, it's just designed to break its Heim joint and scare the fuck
I would
out
like
of
this
everybody.
to move 92% past its Heim joint specification.
It's Heimness. Oh, apparently that is a word. I love me some welding and Heim joints, because now that he has spelled it that way twice, I'm gonna have to look that up later.
I'm looking it up right now. Hold on. Let's see.
Dear Google, what is a Heim joint? And dear
I better-
Google, should I have searched this in
Yeah, I should have gone into privacy mode here.
privacy mode?
I should have added the word joint to Heim before I actually searched it.
And used the word theoretical in front of the whole thing.
Oh, okay. So I know what Heim joints are. I didn't know that's what they were called, but now I know what it is. I'll fucking be using Heim joint in my daily vocabulary.
You go to the dentist and say, "Hey, while you're fixing my tooth,
Yeah,
how
can
about
you
fix my
fix
Heim joint?"
that molar in my Heim joint there? It's a little out of whack. Hey, Danny.
Hey, Danny, what's up, Danny? Holy Jesus! Tonight, Danny, it's all about
Heim joints.
Arduinos and Heim joints.
You're gonna smoke me a Heim joint right now.
Oh, holy shit! Oh my God, that was worth
could-
the whole show just to hear the word Heim joint.
We can poke fun at anything. Throw out some more fucking technical, mechanical shit, and see where else we can take this roller coaster.
Yeah, give us some more welding technology words that we can completely destroy.
It's funny because I've seen these things everywhere, and I literally never knew that they were called a Heim joint. That's funny. I guarantee you we could break a Heim joint, no problem, though.
Oh my God. He said, "See, you learned a new word." Absolutely. And when I get a chance to Google it, I'll know what to expect. And then in my
I knew I
daily
should have
life,
changed the name of his website to Cobwebs and Heim Joints.
Heim joints and candlesticks. Holy Jesus. And if I'm ever on a Universal ride that happens to use a Heim joint, and as I'm rolling everywhere, I'm gonna say, "Everyone, I'd like you to know that the Heim joints keeping us from dying are looking good today."
Keith, we need to design a shirt that just says "Suck my Heim joint"
Heim joints
with a picture of it.
or not.
Yeah. And just put a QR code at the bottom of the shirt so people will just go right to the Google image search of it. What the hell a Heim joint actually is.
So many shirts we still have to design from so many things from this show. I've probably forgotten half of them. I still do have my Google Keep notes of Markisms. I still have that.
We got a ton of Reggieisms too.
Oh, have you been saving those? Good.
Yep.
Good. Cool. That'll be
Moose knuckles and Heim joints. It sounds like a bad bar you don't want to stumble into.
It sounds like something. It sounds like a dinner you would get at a German restaurant.
The moose knuckles and Heim joints.
Yeah. and a stein of your best lager. Danny, you're gonna have to.
I've dropped my
you're gonna
Heim
have to look
joint into
that
my
up.
lager.
Oh my God! It's like a style of German pretzel. Then you're gonna have to Google it. I'm gonna have to Google it after the show, James already Googled it.
It's funny because when you see it, you're like, oh, all right. That's what a Heim joint is.
Holy crap! So much to do after the show. Now I've got to look up the word Heim joint.
You could use double D shaft and a swivel. Yeah, I think saying "suck my double D shaft" though might get you into a few altercations.
But Heim joint, on the other hand,
Spherical.
see, I'll take all.
ends.
See all these magical words and make yourself some big ass props.
It seems like something you would get when you get a knee replacement or something. Yeah, I got a 3/4 Heim joint. Is that what you have, Vic? You get a knee replacement with the 3/4 Heim joint?
And of course, Danny says she wants to smoke a Heim joint. I'm sure you do. G. Willikers. Happy 420. Yeah, I've been seeing that all day. I've been avoiding Facebook because of that crap. Just so you know, I think there's plenty of it.
A bunch of potheads.
You know,
Hey man,
I
I
like
get
me
high on
some-
life.
I like me some Snoop Dogg, but not when he's like the basis of my entire day on Facebook.
That's
and,
funny. I don't think I've seen a Snoop Dogg post all day, but I really haven't been on Facebook either. So
Well, you're not missing nothing. Him and Martha Stewart, kind of over. I'll be glad when tomorrow comes here and I can get away from all that. Not saying it's whatever you do, you do. But I don't need it in my newsfeed.
I do have some cremets of hip joints.
Cremats. Everyone has a cremat. He means cremation. I'm almost positive it's cremation, but
The 3/4 inch won't break. I bet we could break a 3/4 inch Heim joint. We could do it.
all it takes is the right coating
Or the wrong, depending on the day.
or the wrong coating. That's one interesting thing is Spirit Halloween does not use Heim joints on any of their shit.
Maybe they have like
And all it-
a 16th inch plastic Heim joint.
Easily breakable by 2 AA batteries and 2 minutes of operation.
Don't get it wet. Don't leave it in the sun. Don't let the wind blow on it.
Don't take it out of the box.
Yeah,
Or it
this
will
product, the warranty on this product is void once you open the box.
Speaking of Spirit Halloween, who's going to watch the Spirit Halloween movie with Christopher Lloyd?
Is that real? I saw the post like 3 times, but I thought it was still just a somebody carrying on an April Fool's joke.
I don't know. I haven't seen it again, but I'm concerned because I really like Christopher Lloyd, but I really don't want to see a movie with him in it based at Spirit Halloween. I saw
Great
a synopsis.
Scott. Every time
Yeah.
something breaks.
Let's just put it on a loop. I saw the synopsis of what it's supposed to be. Now I can't remember what it is, so I don't know. Spirit is literally all plastic or extremely thin bent wire. It depends on like some of their life size stuff to give stuff girth. They'll just have like
Girth. We're going to really use the word girth and Spirit Halloween in the same sentence.
well, some of their stuff, like some of their clowns, some of their girthy clowns. The
Said no
rib-
one ever.
Said no one ever. You're right. But they're the quote unquote rib cage. Like I'm staring at one right now, and the rib cage is just a couple of fairly flimsy pieces of wire that form the girth. I can't stop saying
Spline
it.
shafts. I know spline shafts. You're not gonna catch me on that one.
And they just twist and snap. when you overstress your spline shafts.
Wireframe garbage.
Well, everything Spirit is garbage. Wireframe or not. Hell, if it's just in a plastic bag, it's garbage from Spirit.
It's quality products that were ripped off and made cheaply.
Pretty much. Plastic clown shoe slip covers, also true.
Do they not all have plastic clown shoe slip covers?
Wait, did you say do they not all have them?
Yeah.
Talk about Spirit?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The clown I'm staring at right now from Spirit used to have them, but somehow they got lost. That's how I got it for free because they're getting ready to throw it away.
They should probably done
Fortunately-
that in the beginning. Saved everybody a lot of hassle.
Just throw it away. Well, the interesting thing is, I actually worked on the quote unquote electronics, and he actually works. The head moves back. The head moves back and forth, and everything else. But he was all there except for the shoes. I had to get another tie for him, bow tie, and then his shirt was missing. But the hat and everything else was there. Electronics were shot to shit because, once again, their idea of soldering electronics is actually glue sticking electronics. So
I love that. You take apart a box and it's just fucking hot glue.
hot glued everywhere. And the only thing I had to replace was the battery pack. I don't know if it was a return or something, but the batteries there was batteries that had gone bad in it, and the batteries were gone, but it was corroded shit back. So I just snapped it off, and I think it runs off of a 4 AA pack battery pack. So I just gave it a new battery pack, fixed all the fucking soldering, and it worked.
You should
Speaker and all.
just set it up to run off like a 12-volt DeWalt.
Well,
You'll be snapping fucking Heim joints all day with that.
his head would just Heim right the fuck off of him. But no, I was kind of amazed. The eyes light up. Getting him to work was fun. And now I've got whatever this thing was, $170 clown for free. It's one you can't get anymore too. But you know what? It's anything I get free from Spirit, I'll take it, fix it, modify it. Am I going to spend a dime at Spirit? No. Nope. And
I gotta
feel sorry
find
for
that
the people
video that you made a few years ago for the drama group with that clown. You broke out the Pee Wee Herman. Ha ha! It was so perfect.
I think I still have that somewhere. Well, no, you know where it's at? Is it on the drama group or is it After Dark?
No, I think it's the drama group.
I think it might even be on. Oh, well. Yeah, if you can find it. I've still got it somewhere. And it's that clown, by the way. It is that clown.
Is it?
That's the clown I'm staring. Yeah, that's the clown I'm staring at right now.
I would punch so many holes in that fucking thing.
Yeah, I've got him actually by the front door in the foyer. And when I open the front door up in the morning to let a nice breeze in, there's actually people that if you're going at the right angle, you'll see him in the front door. And I've seen people actually kind of stop and stare, and I'm like, that's right. I probably should put some batteries in. Actually, there is actually a plug, so if I can find the right wall wart for him, I can just plug him in.
Boy, this has been an interesting night, let me tell you.
Oh, even Keith said just splicing a power supply. Yeah, Keith, there's actually a plug. There's a plug that comes off the little board, and so you could plug them in or you could use the battery. So it's been a very interesting night. It's gone very quickly too, since we are 1 minute to the top of the hour.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeedly doodly. Homer.
I'm gonna take some medicine and go the fuck to sleep.
I'm going to crank up some music and do 3 hours worth of computer work. After I eat some Boston cream cake. See, I'm sure Spirit will introduce 7. Oh, I'm sure they will too. See, that's one real quick thing too is the 12-foot skeleton and some of the stuff they did at Spirit that had the actual video eyes. Those are so easy to do as well. Like you could do those. You actually can do those. Walmart sold a pair of those eyes for $15, but I never saw them, and now they're gone. But you can actually build those yourself and customize whatever you want to. You can have flaming eyes or crazy eyes or werewolf eyes or whatever. So when you get into Arduinos, yeah, Adafruit. Yeah, when you get into all that stuff, you can build your own.
And then you can have them track people as they walk, not just simply look left and right.
Right. Yep. And have them blink and whatever, have them turn into dollar symbols if you want somebody to give you money. But
pay up, sucker.
We'll pay up, sucker. Give me a Heim joint. But we'll have to do that. We'll have to make that a full show too, and just talk about that. I think that'd be kind of cool. But we'll go ahead and wind it down though, so we can get James in bed and get me back to working. Once again, we come in not having anything to talk about, and y'all give us so much fun things and great things to talk about. The hour just went by like in the snap of a finger, and that's why y'all are so cool. But we will definitely let y'all go. Next Wednesday will be a very informative Wednesday because we'll have a bunch of information about the HHC and hopefully HHA. If you still don't know what that means, you need to go back and check the other shows out. But other than that, folks, thanks you again so much for being here, for showing up every Wednesday night. We love everyone, each and every one of you, because you're so cool. See you next Wednesday. Stay safe, and I'll shoot it over to James.
Yes, again, thank you all a ton. I was, I'm still in this haze from my tooth issue, so I'll be in better form next week. So, well, that's kind of a lie. I won't be in any better form, but I'll be awake anyway. So thank you for being here, hanging out, listening to all this. And if you don't have your Heim joint, you can GTFO, because that's the way things are going to be from now on. Anyhow, thanks for hanging out with us. We'll talk to you next week with some actual information, and hopefully everybody had a good time. So we enjoyed it. Thank you again. Good night.
Have a good evening, everyone.